So I've been sitting here for hours, and I mean hours, trying to understand and process this trade just like everyone else. And I've come to the conclusion that it really just doesn't make any sense whatsoever, which is why the shock value for everyone has been so high. The Dallas Mavericks, no matter how you slice this, has no reason whatsoever, no logical reason whatsoever, unless there's something we don't know about, to trade Luka Doncic. This is a 25-year-old top three player in the world who just took you to the NBA Finals with a roster that, frankly, outside of Kyrie Irving, is a bunch of role players, and you trade him for a 32-year-old Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis will be 32 in March, Max Christie, and a first-round pick. And that's it. Now, don't get me wrong. Anthony Davis is a special two-way guy, but you didn't even canvass the league to see who wanted Luka. You could have got at least 5 first-round picks. Mikal Bridges was traded for 5 first-round picks. Imagine what you could have gotten for Luka. This situation becomes even more bizarre when Nico Harrison's comments pop up saying that defense wins championships and they're in win now mode, and that's why they got AD and they can't build around Luka and all this nonsense. Reports coming out that they're worried about his conditioning and that he's putting on some weight and things like that. That's not why you trade someone. I like the Mavs roster. It's nicely balanced. AD can play the 4, Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford can play the 5. It looks good on paper. It makes sense in a lot of ways. But you woke up today a lot worse. You didn't take a step forward towards a championship. You took 3 steps backwards. And as far as we know, AD and Kyrie are going to be fun together, but neither of them have ever proved they can be a number 1 option on a championship team. And they're both above 30. Kyrie Irving's 33. People think he's young. He's not. But what about the Lakers? They just hit the jackpot overnight. There's always questions about what's going to happen after LeBron James retires, who's the next face of the franchise. It seems like Anthony Davis doesn't want to take the mantle and all that stuff. And now you've landed Luka Doncic, who's 25, and you have him for the next 10 years. Now, it can't be understated about how much they're going to miss AD defensively as an anchor, as their best defender. But that's a problem you worry about later. The trade deadline still has a few days away. You can land a center, and this roster can be right there contending for a title with the best teams in the league now. And now you have a 40-year-old LeBron James who has the opportunity to extend his career because you bring in a guy that's so high usage, but also so high value with the production that it can extend James for how long he wants to play. Not to mention that the Mavs are worried about Luka's conditioning, and now you're joining forces with the best conditioned athlete maybe ever, who looks after his body better than anyone in league history. And that's been evident with AD. He's learned off LeBron and he's been healthy for about a year and a half. Why wouldn't Luka be the same thing under LeBron? If you're a Laker fan, you're sitting there thinking, we didn't have to give up Rui Hachimura. We didn't have to give up Austin Reeves. We didn't have to give up a bunch of first-round picks. And all of a sudden, you're looking around in the West and saying, if we get a center and maybe one more piece, we can compete with anyone in the league. On no level does this trade make sense for Dallas. They're going to look back in 3, 5, 7 years, and this is going to be one of the worst trades in sports history. And it's annoying me that I still can't make sense of it, so I'm going to bed. Thanks for watching.